here's the image, okay? This is the picture. And here he is. There's Lutnick right there, looking very casual. Now, you'll notice this is Epstein's Island. They're looking out into the, whatever, the beautiful blue water. There he is, never seeing Epstein again. Now, yeah, remember, he said I was there with my kids for a half an hour, is what he said. But like, bro, they're like on a hilltop overlooking the water. So he showed up there. They quick had lunch in 5 minutes and took a 30-minute walk to the water. And then what, did he teleport the helicopter, come pick him up from here? Yikes. On Epstein Island. And look at him. He's all smirking. He's got a big smirk. Everybody is smirking. Where's the nanny? Nanny convention. But so this photo, pretty damning, okay? All of the Lutnick information is super damning because remember, one and done.
He opens the doors and there's a massage table in the middle of the room.
Oh.
And candles all around.
Candles.
So I ask very insightful, cutting questions. I say to him.
Oh, he asks very insightful, cutting questions. Insightful.
Massage table in the middle of your house? How often you have a massage?
That's so insightful.
And he says, every day. And then he gets weirdly close to me.
Ooh.
And he says, and the right kind of massage.
Right kind of massage.
Ooh.
Now my wife is standing here. So she looks at me and I look at her and we say, I'm sorry. We have to go.
Yeah.
And we left. And in the 6 or 8 steps it takes to get from his house to my house, my wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again.
Never again.
So I was never in the room with him socially, for business, or for even philanthropy. If that guy was there, I wasn't going because he's gross.
Gross.
And so I look back at it as a gift.
Yes.
He gave me a gift of a voice. And so, yeah, that's my story. A one and absolutely done.
One and absolutely, Howie, a one and absolutely what? A one and absolutely, I'm on his island with 4 other guys and we're hanging out and my family's nowhere to be found and I'm in business with him and I'm emailing him all the time. Years later, dude, Lutnick, you fucking clown. Dude, how the brazen liars of these guys. But you ready for this now? Dude, that's Lutnick chilling on Epstein Island, but guess what? The shit is gone now. The file is gone. This was EFTA 1230639. So the document disappeared. Trump's DOJ removed the photo. That is without a doubt Howard Lutnick. That is Epstein Island. Look at him. He's got the greasy ass grin, right? But this document, data set 9, gone. They pulled it. Once again, Trump's DOJ, after the fact, going back and pulling shit.
When the news broke that Donald Trump's Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick was photographed on Epstein's pedo island, I immediately went to the Department of Justice website to search Lutnick. Here was what I found. No results found under the name Lutnick, so I searched Epstein. No results found on the DOJ search function for the Epstein Transparency Act when I typed in Epstein. Same thing for Trump. Same thing for Maxwell. The entire Trump DOJ Epstein Transparency Act website's search function was disabled and shut down for most of yesterday. So then I went,
dude, this photo comes out. I saw Epstein once. I saw the massage table. Ooh, this guy's trouble. One and definitely done. And now Howard's on the island. He's not eating lunch. The minute this photo dropped, they shut down the search function, guys. So then, like, people went in to search for Trump, Lutnick, and it's all just shut down that whole day. While meanwhile, they're like, what are they doing? They're removing more photos.
And to try to look manually and try to find this photograph that I was seeing circulating of Howard Lutnick on Epstein's pedo island. There's a group of men or young men that seem to be hanging out together on Epstein's island. I saw the photo of Epstein and I wanted to authenticate it myself. So I was trying to go through the Bates number that I saw, the individual number on the bottom right, and then that was taken down from the Department of Justice website as well when I was trying to look sequentially.
Again, this is breaking the law, guys.
That they removed this photo to try to act like it never existed, or then to what? Try to say it was AI or that it was fake. And then they shut down the search function to make it easier to try to find this photo. But folks, let's be very clear. There was a real photo, and the Trump regime, after seeing this photo of Howard Lutnick, seemed to shut down the search function on the DOJ website for the Transparency Act. And they, at least for a significant period of time, took the photograph down. The photo is real. Let me be very clear.
Yeah. The photo is real.
I've been able to authenticate it independently. In any event, the great folks at Gmail have been able to independently authenticate it, and Gmail ingested all of the Epstein files, preserved it in kind of a Gmail format to make it appear like this is what Epstein's inbox looked like, but they preserved all of these files. And so you can see right here the Bates number, EFTA01230639.pdf preserved. Take a look right there. You zoom in and Howard Lutnick looks a little different there because this picture appears to be from 2012. But this is indeed what Howard Lutnick looked at the time. We have other photos of Howard Lutnick at the time. We have other cross-references from Epstein's pedo island to see exactly where the photo was taken. You can see the flagpole, the same things in the background.
Dude, look at where they're at, bro. They're right at the temple, dude. I had not seen that, guys. The temple, this is the concrete pad of the temple. They're right next to the building. Dude, dub up. Whoa. Guys, that is crazy. That is insane that they are literally, like, you can see the concrete, guys. You can see the temple concrete is literally right here in the picture. And there's a tree right there. Like, hold on. I want to get a close-up of this. This tree is that tree, and this corner, that bench he is on, is literally this bench right there. They were at the temple, bro. That's wild, boss. They're right there, dude. There's the little corner. They're like standing there. That guy's sitting on the bench, and Lutnick is standing right here, dude, walking back toward the temple.
We know from overhead satellite images of Epstein's pedo island are there. That is Lutnick with a few other men there. Those individuals do appear potentially to be his children, 16 years old at the time. The guy there to his right may be a guy named Michael Lehrman. The email that was uncovered in the Epstein files, December 19, 2012, Howard Lutnick to Jeffrey Epstein. We are landing in St. Thomas early Saturday afternoon and planning to head over to St. Bart's on Monday at some point. Where are you located? What's the exact location for my captain? Does Sunday evening for dinner sound good? I have another couple, Michael and Marcy Lehrman. It's why I believe that's the Lehrman guy over there in that photo.
Right.
With me on my boat.
So let's look at this guy, Michael Lehrman. Let's look at him and see what we got. Yeah, I can see that. That looks like him, right? I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
And each of us has 4 children, 2 16s, 2 14s, a 13, a 12, an 11, and a 7-year-old. And remember when Lutnick was giving interviews on podcasts like the one on New York Post with Miranda Devine, and he said that he met Epstein once in 2005. They were neighbors. He said Epstein invited him to his place.
Yeah, see, that's just it, guys. Told us in 2005 he met him He saw a massage table. Epstein was creepy, said, I get the good kind of massages. And he ran out with his wife and never went back. But now he's taking his 16-year-old kids to the island and he's in business with them. These guys, I don't know that they're 16. I mean, those seem like a big 16-year-olds, but like, dude, it's just pretty wild. Maybe there's kids. It's a little hard, you know, because sometimes you can be large, right? And still have a baby face. But one of the things that's key about this is, if we go and look here, is this was 2012, which is 3 years after he got out of prison for the crimes. It's 6 years after the investigation. At this point, Trump and Epstein are like being wary of one another because of like all that shit. Now, again, I honestly don't know what went on there. They may very well have just gone to the island and had lunch on this particular occasion. We don't know. But the fact of the matter for me, guys, for me, it's the lying. It is the fact that Howard Lutnick went out there and made this whole story about Epstein being creepy and I'm grossed out and I'm like clean, squeaky clean. And then sure enough, all this comes out. So we know that he was purposely fucking lying to us and manipulating us. And like, what I don't get is, how does MAGA see that and say, dude, that's not okay? Now, why are they doing this? I mean, rhetorically, the thing about this is this is like 100 examples of this. They removed 50 plus pages of Trump accusations, and not even just entire documents, but they're removing pages from court documents and releasing incomplete court transcripts because of accusations with Trump getting pulled. Now we have pictures of Lutnick getting pulled. We had other pictures of Trump in the dresser drawer that were getting pulled. I mean, you know, in addition to all the other illegal shit with stuff that's redacted that shouldn't be, entire like documents redacted, full pages of just one giant black box. So, I mean, at this point, you got to ask yourself, if these guys aren't guilty, like, what are they doing? I mean, there's no reason to be going through and pulling all this shit, hiding this shit, obfuscating if there's no guilt, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious that the guilt is like deep. Is this what they meant by exonerated? This is it. There's just a lot of concerning shit that's happening, okay? There is a lot of concerning shit that is piling up around this stuff, where they are getting super brazen, and there are a lot of channels of information all being manipulated at once, trying to like change the narrative around Trump, right? It goes from a hoax to, you know, the selective redactions around Clinton to then them releasing like not even close to all the shit and saying, oh, we're done. Then the Congress goes in and sees that Trump is like all over everything in the shit they're not releasing. I mean, this is getting dirty, dude. And this Lutnick shit, how is he not resigning? How the fuck is he not resigning? He goes from like a blatant lie about one and done and oh, the massage table. Oh, I get the special kind of massage. Me and my wife are out. You're gross. You're disgusting. One and absolutely done. Now we got photos of him on the island. We got him in business with Epstein. We got him caught in an absolute brazen lie. Dude, the guy needs to resign. Like ASAP, man. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members. So if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.